2019 Volkswagen Arteon car review. As American buyers always snap up a veritable deluge of recent crossovers, evidently a car company would need to be either clueless or eager to introduce an all-new sedan, especially in a niche such as the one how the Volkswagen Arteon will occupy. Alas, VW's US operation is struggling to trade a dated lineup while scheming to make everyone forget Dieselgate. The stylish Arteon will work little to cope with these problems. That's the task of the Atlas as well as the Tiggan, VW's dynamic duo of the latest crossovers, but at the very least when the Arteon replaces the CC each year from now, it'll give VW customers something to gawk at inside the showroom as they definitely wait for the F&I guy. The good points of 2019 Volkswagen Arteon: pretty face, hatchback utility, unconventional. The bad points of 2019 Volkswagen Arteon: much mass, almost no power, still per year away. Facing forward. The Arteon's best face is pretty literally that, a coupe-like mug that appears as if it could actually grace a brand new Scirocco as opposed to a largish sedan to sit down above the Passat in VW's lineup. The Arteon's hood is ridiculously low for such an auto, rising just to below the waist due to its projected average buyer, a 53-year-old college-educated man, in line with VW. And it's actually a clamshell hood, stretching since it is derived from one of side with the 73.7-inch wide car to your other. The rest with the Arteon's four-door coupe styling is choose the sleek look with the old CC to get a tough, fastback design with fat haunches and also a quasi-Comtel hatchback. When Volkswagen launched the Passat CC in 2008, pseudo-coupes were within the bleeding fringe of automotive fashion, and VW did actually have its finger about the pulse of public desire. Sales within the US were brisk, rising to almost 30,000 units annually by 2011, but after having a mid-cycle refresh for 2013, sales fell off a cliff, dropping just to over 3,000 in 2016. To make matters worse, German VW officials told us they felt the CC didn't achieve enough conquest sales, at the very least not as much, mainly because it cannibalized Passat buyers. So the Arteon needs a dramatic step beyond the 2cc plus the Passat, with styling however in size. The wheelbase is stretched to 111.7 inches, greater than an inch over the Passats and 5 inches over the CCs. This allows for any rear seat that's exceptionally roomy, when you have no offers to use the middle spot. Leg and elbow room are all around, and all passengers are able to ride from the back without bumping up against the headliner. Interior accoutrements resemble those inside new Atlas, with high-quality materials plus a functional, if conservative, design seems nice while stopping in need of twatching into Audi's luxury territory. The luggage compartment sinks deep in the hatch, which is roomy enough to fit a full-size number of golf clubs diagonally, while a minimal lift overheight reinforces a practical benefit on the inherently lower center of gravity of an auto versus a crossover. Germanic manners. Indeed, the Arteon's handling gains advantage from the car being lower and wider versus the Passat. It rides on VW's MQB transverse architecture, which provides the Arteon a stiff structure, which is the best. Wolfsburg's suspension engineers can also work their magic. All U.S.spec cars may have VW's dynamic chassis control, allowing drivers to pick a base ride quality from among 3 settings: comfort, normal, and sport, or adjust a virtual slider within the infotainment system that gives even more variability. Regardless on the setting, the dynamic system also adjusts automatically, and VW has tuned this suspension being both comfortable and responsive, giving the Arteon the sorts of exceptional road manners we've arrived at expect on the brand. This is not, however, a GTI. The Arteon's steering is precise and direct, However, it lacks the feedback of that smaller brand mate. It also lacks the verve of VW's hot hatch. The Arteon are a wide car through an engine that falls in short supply of delivering the thrills promised by its styling. Our Drive What Food was in a Europe spec car having a 276 horsepower 2.0-liter engine mated to your 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. While it was quick enough, VW says the Arteon will hit 60 miles per hour from rest within 6 seconds, so we had no problems maintaining traffic on unrestricted sections with the Autobahn. It wasn't so exciting to push. Our test car was preloaded with the optional all-wheel drive system, which helped push its stated curb weight to a lot more than 3,700 pounds. A little math yields a power-to-weight ratio that may be outmatched by V6 versions of commodity cars such as the Honda Accord and also the Toyota Camry, not forgetting VW's own Passat. We won't understand the same powertrain combination here, as VW says our version of the corporate turbo inline 4 can certainly make 268 horses and 258 lb-ft of torque and become available only which has a conventional 8-speed automatic. The front drive version will likely be lighter, obviously, but using a base price near those of today's CC which will set you back around $35,000, the Arteon isn't going to land on any most horsepower per dollar lists. Creature features. VW appears to get hopeful that the extensive number of available features, like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist, will justify the Arteon sticker, although it's unlikely the headlights which use GPS data to direct their beams around corners are going to be offered inside states. The company's new 8.0-inch infotainment screen comes standard, and its particular supplementary digital cockpit, a notion borrowed from Audi that replaces the leading gauges having a huge TFT screen, can be an option. This sort of products are getting for being standard issue on cars obviously any good full class below mid-size, which poses an expanding problem for would-be premium brands wanting to wedge products across the mass market and below luxury purveyors. At the same time brands like Audi, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz push down market. While VW officials posit that the brand new Arteon is directed at poaching customers on the last two, the reality on the US market would indicate otherwise. There's still per year to go before VW launches your vehicle here next summer, so a number of this could change. Maybe VW will elect to lift the suspension an inch and start being active. Cladding as well as an Alltrack badge to really make it a crossover coupe? Probably not. With just one obvious analog within the upcoming Buick Regal Sportback, though, the Arteon is certain to succeed in giving mainstream buyers a fascinating alternative on the conventional. If that's not at the core with the VW brand's mission statement, it needs to be.